Khybersef is broadcasting
a Long Shadow special.
Good evening, everyone. My name, as you know, is Alufi Asks.
And I'm Sylas and Alufi.
And tonight is night 2 of Long Shadows. Tonight we're going to be speaking with the beautiful and kind Bishop Chantalyn Sarhain.
But first, we do have some upkeep that we need to do here. Regarding last night's broadcast, we are still unable to determine the outside forces that seem to manipulate our broadcasting. We are not certain where the singing came from, but we are looking into it.
It was supposed to be one of the children's choirs singing hymns last night, instead of whatever that was, apparently. But we do have a handful of other little things to talk about before we invite Bishop Sarhain back on.
We have had confirmed reports since last night that there is a tower in Clifftops completely shrouded in mist. City Watch has told everyone to stay away, but it seems that a group of adventurers have made their way inside the tower and are currently looking into it. Whether or not this is a Long Shadow shenanigan or another Mourn-like attack, we need to be on alert for that. We will keep you up to the date as soon as we have information.
Please stay indoors and stay safe during this time. I know that Sylas and I have our differences when it comes to what actions people should take during Long Shadows, but someone has made some form of attack here on Sharn. I want everybody to just stay safe.
That being said, there have also been reports of people missing their shadows. If you are missing your shadow, please seek out help immediately. Head to Morgrave University or the House Jarasco Enclave. We are looking into this as quickly as possible as well.
It was really nice seeing a handful of our listeners out at the Sharn Petting Zoo last night. They do still have their special exhibit open tonight and tomorrow night. At this moment in time, they are taking admissions for an extra silver piece. And of course, you can always purchase those cute little glowing animals, and all of those proceeds do go towards the fund for lost familiars.
Well, I'm delighted to hear that you just decided to throw caution to the wind and go out last night, even though we specifically said not to.
You know, Sylas, I don't think that we should have this conversation over air pathways.
You know what? You're right. I apologize. Mm-hmm. I'm just a little on edge. It's night 2. It seems like there's been an attack, and the thrackle spice is really getting into my head at this moment.
Well, you know, there's nothing to worry about because we do have Bishop Chantalyn Sarhain.
And that is why the thrackle spice is invading every inch of my skull.
Would you like to invite her in?
I think we can definitely do that. Welcome back, Bishop. It is delightful to see you again.
It's really nice to be back. I really like what you've done with the new location. It's just really cushy, you know? It's not as nearly as cramped.
It feels much nicer. The space is a little warmer. and a little more comfortable. So.
Oh, I'm really sorry. May the flame grace your presence. There you go. May the flame grace your presence. There you go.
Thank you.
It's what we say on Khybersef, which is what today is, to try and keep evil monster guys outside of your body.
And do you think that that works?
I know that you don't have the shiny silver fire in your heart like I do, but anything helps, you know.
I can't say I disagree. I have rituals that I do on these days as well.
If somebody told me that, like, you know, doing something like that somebody from the host does, like, 100% guarantees me from, like, not getting attacked by a Rakshasa, like, I'd do it. Actually, you know, Bishop Sarhain, Rakshasa
No.
can't eat cake.
No.
Oh my god, what? Yeah, so,
No,
they can't eat cake at all. So if you offer a Rakshasa cake, they don't eat it. They can't eat it. They don't like cake. They can't eat cake.
You know what? Based on what? Is it the sugar? Is it the egg? Is it the dairy? Is it the frosting?
It's because cake brings joy.
If I write cake on a dagger, does that count?
No.
You're sure?
It's cake.
They'd be able to ingest it.
It has to be cake. Like an actual cake.
What about the one we have today, the jelly cake? Does that count as a cake?
No, that's gelatin. That's like aspic.
It's a jelly cake.
That's not real cake.
It is layers of... No.
Okay, but I have to agree. Like, I saw it out in the hallway when Meeps was, like, cutting it up and stuff. Like, that's not, like, a real cake. That's, like, somebody was like, how do I make cake without making cake? Like, that's what that seems like.
Well, it's very big in Stormreach because they have less cattle there so they can produce less milk.
You can make cake without milk. I mean, not the cake that I brought you guys. The Tribex milk cake, you know?
Oh, yes.
It's Tribex milk 3 times.
We mistakenly did not bring that in today. There was a little mix-up. Courier came by earlier and dropped the wrong cake off. We are going to have this one, and we'll have that one tomorrow. Think of it as an act of goodwill for the guest tomorrow, who will never get to try that any other way.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you're splitting...
I really can't wait till you get to try it, because it's got, like, just, like, a little bit of sweet thrackle in it. And I think that you're really going to enjoy it.
I'm sure I will. Is that... Because I've noticed it's been overwhelming. And it's not... Is it... Do you use thrackle in your perfume? Is that... Because, again, it feels like I'm breathing it in constantly today.
No. I mean, yeah. But, like, no. It's not, like, real thrackle. It's, like, Essence de la Thrackle.
It is amazing that it feels spicy in my nose and in my brain.
Yeah, it's like a cleanse, you know? You smell it and you're just, like, cleansed. Which is what Khybersef is about.
Thrackle?
No. It's the longest night of the year. And as we know, darkness breeds all sorts of evil stuff.
Well, I don't disagree.
So, like, Khybersef is all about, A, keeping yourself heckin' safe, and B, keeping your family safe, and C, fighting against all the evil, creepy stuff that's out there.
I cannot disagree with that. I've tried repeatedly to keep everyone here safe. Tell us more about Khybersef and how you celebrate.
Okay, so there's like a couple ways to celebrate. As a bishop, it's my job and duty to make sure that everyone in my town and in my parish is safe. So, something that's been gaining a lot of popularity recently, particularly since the last war, are they're kind of like magic fireballs. They're like fiery works of art in the sky, you know?
No, I'm not familiar with that.
See, I would figure that you guys would do that here in Sharn, because then it's not, like, actually in the sky. But anyway, so it's, like, magic. And so, like, we hire out, like, House Cannith to, like, make some magic-y stuff for us. Or we ask some of the local mages to do, like, magical stuff. And essentially, it, like, lights up the whole area. Kind of like that one spell that, like, you can learn, like...
Fireball.
No. Prestidigitation? No.
Fireball?
No. Magic missile?
You can shoot that at the dark, yeah.
No.
No?
Dancing light.
Oh, dancing. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't
okay.
feel nearly as grandiose.
Well, like, that's not, like, the whole thing. But so, like, it's in the sky, and there's, like, a lot of it, and it, like, spreads out, and, like, it doesn't last very long, so we be shooting them off, like, all night long, you know? And people will stand at their windows and be like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty, Bishop Sarhain, you're, like, the coolest, this is so much better here, because, like, other bishops do it at other places, but mine's the best, because I'm the best.
So then these, light works, that you fire them up, and then they create dazzling displays in the sky, and then you just look at them, how long, and they don't last, you said?
Yeah, like a few seconds each.
That seems like it might be an abuse of public funds. You're creating these artwork displays that aren't long-term, but short-term for, a quick...
What public funds?
Are you not using funds from your town in order to fund this?
No.
How are they being paid?
I do.
Oh, my apologies.
I mean, like, I think other bishops might, like, you know, spend tax money or something to do this.
And that seems...
But, like, it's to light everything up so that all of the scary, mean things stay away. Because they're, like, really loud, you know? And it makes everything just stay away. And that's the really important thing, is that everything just stays away.
I will have to come to Thrain and see these for myself.
It's really fun.
Not during this time, of course.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I could do, like, that'd be kind of fun. Just, like, in the middle of, like, the year or something. Just, like, have, like, a fun, like, and then show them off. That'd be cool.
Well, as long as it's not during Long Shadows, I'd be willing to come. Or
So one thing that
Wild Night.
The church pays for, that we do make sure that every household, like, it's part of my duties, you know? Oh, what's that? So it's candles. So, like, part of Khybersef is really about driving away the darkness and surviving through the longest night of the year, right? So, we have these special candles made that look like tiny little silver flames. And so it's like a thing that kids do, right? Is we have, like, special cute little things where you take your own candle and then you paint it. And you're supposed to paint, like, Tira on it and, like, waddles on it and, like, stuff like that. And then you burn it throughout the night. So you each have your own little tiny silver flame. And it's, like, super bad luck if it goes out in the middle of the night, because it means that you're probably, like, a super evil guy.
Well, I mean, why would you design candles that can go out at that point in time?
It's like a traditional thing, you know? Like, we could do that, but it's like, you know, like how some people have, like...
Oh, like how I don't let 6 people be invited into a building during Long Shadows, yeah?
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Because you're inviting the 6 in. You should always keep it less than
whatever
6.
your whole thing is there with that, yeah.
If you keep it at 5, just around 5, it makes things easier.
What if you're the 6th person?
Then I wouldn't attend.
No, but, like, what if you at home are the 6th person?
I would stay in a hotel.
But it's your house.
I would leave my house.
But you invited 5 people over, that's rude.
I wouldn't invite 6 people. See, I would invite 5 people. I was very specific on the amount of people we could have here. With you coming in today, very specifically, Meeps, myself, and Alufi. That is a max of 4 people.
Yeah, just 4. I don't know, do Warforged count?
Yes, Warforged would count. Did you bring a Warforged in today?
Yeah, Quicksilver's with me. He's, like, part of my entourage.
We have very specifically have tried to avoid that, and then with the courier that came in earlier for the cakes, I think that makes it 6.
So, like,
you're inviting bad luck into this facility.
Well, here, I brought candles. So here's your candle.
Oh, I appreciate
and
that.
And here's your candle.
Can we...
oh my gosh, thank you.
Light that up and then just blow it out immediately to disrespect your customs if you've done to mine?
I'm sorry. Why are you being mean?
Oh, because I've created an environment where I've tried to keep everything as calm and as secure as possible. And last night, we had someone attacking us. And then, I'm fairly certain we invited a vampire in for the interview. I can't prove that, but I'm fairly certain. And now this evening, I find out that we have, in fact, invited 6 people into the building today during Long Shadows, which is just very nerve-wracking as well. I don't know what to do at this moment in time.
May the flame be with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Nothing quite as patronizing as a full human-sized hand on my face.
You're welcome. So Bishop, who is currently at your town, seeing as you are here with us, and you aren't really there in Sayar to lead the everything. I've got a guy who leads stuff when I'm not there. Cause I have to do sometimes I go on adventures, occasionally. And I've got my guy and he takes care of stuff for me.
Is there any way that we could have him come in sometime? Maybe we'd learn more about the Silver Flames from someone else.
I mean, I guess.
Well, I'm just saying that there is many different facets of the flame, so I'm sure it'd be interesting to make a new acquaintance.
Yeah, he's not really a good person. I don't really, but that's fine.
So is he a priest in the flame? Is he?
I mean, he's something. He was a Templar.
Well, during the last war, a lot of people were, so I mean, that is understandable.
Yeah, he killed people.
There was a lot of killing during the last war.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you have all of the stories that we've heard, quite a bit of accomplishments in that end as well.
Yeah. Oh, so what are some other things that you guys, you said you brought, Tribex milk cake. Is there a reason for that? Oh yeah, so, during Khybersef, we fast, So, we're not supposed to eat. So I'm really sorry about your gelatin knot cake, but, I can't actually have any.
Do you want to call her a fiend, Alufi? You want to, on the scream at our guest that they're a fiend bandwagon?
No, because she literally said that she's fasting, Sylas, and it's not real cake.
Oh, okay. I see.
I feel like there's a lot of tension in here.
It's because it's Long Shadows, and there have been 6 people invited into this building today, including myself. I'm very, very, very worried about that fact.
Oh, okay. I see. Hey, Meeps, why don't you bring in the cake that
Bishop Sarhain can't eat?
The bishop can't eat. I'm really sorry. I didn't know. No, it's fine. So, after our fast, when the sun rises, we have, this huge feast. And it's, we have this, huge feast. And it's, all day feasting. And so the main thing we eat during the dessert portions is Tribex milk cake. So it's Tribex milk 3 different ways. And it's soaked into the cake. And then there's a little bit of rum in there. And then a little bit of thrackle spice and a few other little bits and bobs. The cool thing is that it's actually super medicinal. And so it actually calms your tummy down after eating a bunch of stuff that's really upsetting on the tummy.
And suddenly I'm disappointed that we don't have your cake here to help calm my stomach.
I am too. But you have this candle and it's definitely going to help you today, Sylas.
I'm going to light that candle and enjoy it this evening while I eat this delicious piece of jelly cake.
It's scented too, by the way.
What is the scent?
Lilacs.
It's thrackle, isn't it?
It's not thrackle. It's lilacs.
Well, Bishop...
thank you, Meeps. Here's your cake. I'm sorry that we can't give you one. No, it's fine. That looks really weird.
And yet it is absolutely delicious. The texture is a little unusual. But,
yeah, it's literally just gelatin.
And,
it's like watermelon-y
we should
flavored?
respect the color.
Is this coconut?
We should respect the customs of other nations and be appreciative that our guest tomorrow was willing to allow us to have this.
It's like lightly grainy kind of gelatin. And it's not bad. It's actually kind of good. Still wouldn't call it cake, though.
Well, Bishop, I think that we have had quite a lovely interview here with you today. We do have some last-minute things that we have to wrap up about the news, see if there's any updates. So, Meeps, if we will just play us out, we'll have Bishop Sarhain just step out for a moment.
Thank you so much for having me, and for any followers of the flame that are in Sharn tonight. May the silver flame bless you. That's going to come out like a super soft whisper, right? Like they're going to hear just like a nice soothing whisper.
You lean directly into the cone. Thank you, Bishop Sarhain.
It's always nice talking to her, isn't it?
It is. It is always nice talking to her.
You're just really on edge. Normally, you would be super excited to talk to her. I remember when you were really excited about visiting her in Thrain. Just the two of you. Like, I thought that, there was,
6 people, Alufi. 6 people. 6 people, Alufi. 6 people.
The night is dark and full of dread, and evil things that Khyber bred. Beware the 6 within your head. Beware, O little children. Devourer lurks within the deep, and shakes old Khyber in her sleep. Storms his to sow, the drowned to reap, tears parents from their children. The fury screams and rants and raves, revenge on everyone she craves. Her excesses lead to their graves, the spoiled little children. The keeper hungers for the dead, his greedy maw is never fed. He keeps you from your final bed, forever, little children. The mockery was shorn of skin, as justice for his traitor's sin. His lies can pull you quickly in to cheating little children. The shadow offers arcane power, grows long and dark each passing hour. It asks that you your soul devour, else blood from little children. The traveler always wears a mask, confusion is their only task. Beware their gifts and what they ask, O naive little children. The night is dark and full of awe, and things that strike with fang and claw. Beware of Khyber's gaping maw. Beware, O little children. Beware of Khyber's gaping maw. Beware, O little children.
So, Sylas, why don't we... Oh, I didn't hear you.
Who are you? What do you want? What do you want?
You know who I am. You've heard the song, haven't you?
No.
No, what song?
The traveler always wears a mask. Confusion is my only task. Beware my gifts and what I ask, O naive little children. You played that earlier, didn't you?
Yeah.
Listen, whoever you are, you're not the traveler. All right, get out. I don't know how you got in here, but get out.
Oh, such authority in your voice, Sylas. That suits you.
Meeps! Meeps, how
Listen,
did they get in here?
I don't know how much they're paying you, but if you don't leave right now, you will regret it. The entire force of House Civis will fall upon you. You are not welcome here.
Oh, why would I not be welcome when I gave you this entire operation?
You gave me nothing, sir. Again, I do not know who you are, but you are not welcome here.
Do you think it was coincidence that it was you and Alufi who found this particular, what's the word, glitch in the speaking stones?
Well,
I mean, I don't,
we were the only ones working on it. Who else would have found it?
Oh, anyone else. That's the thing about coincidence, isn't it? It can happen to anyone at any time, and that is my domain.
Okay, so I don't really like what you're kind of saying, because we've worked really hard to make the singer and echoer work. We were the ones who did this.
Oh, you have, and it has been such a pleasure to watch you. Not often do people take such effort to build the gifts I give. You fought for this, didn't you? You knew that this was surely too grand to be part of the rank and file of stones and speech. Yes, Alufi, I know. In the city of 1,000 towers, you wanted to stand out. All the big folk, they looked over you. Your service was vital, every thanks a diamond, but it wasn't enough. You needed to be seen, out of your father's shadow, the daughter of the eccentric with small gifts. And Sylas. Oh, Sylas. It was so sad how you never stood up. It wasn't your place, was it? Always given to those with the little blue marks. In time, you shrank to fill the space. You were happy with it. And the little voice in the back of your mind, my voice, was stilled. You found diversions, pastimes, but it returned, the mark covering your body. You resent it. You resent them. Why did they have to make you such a pillar after ignoring you for so long? You had your freedom, as little as it was, and you wanted it back. So you pushed, fought, and you have your space. But in the end, you know it's just a longer leash. And someone, oh, you know who, don't pretend, don't give me that face. In time, that someone will pull on that leash and haul you back into line. Really, both of you should thank me. You wanted this. I said it was no accident you were there when the echoes started. Now you will always stand out, have your honors and your freedoms. But my gifts come with a price, you both know that. Don't stay up at night wondering what it is, but it will one day come due.
Listen, I'm not sure who you are. And I understand who you are pretending to be, but I'll be damned if I'm going to have a charlatan come into my booth in my...
My. And I think you need a certain little time to calm down.
I will
Be
not calm
gone.
down. There is no...
I just put him in a little timeout chamber.
Uh,
He can yell for a while there. So, Alufi, have you been enjoying the extra attention?
I don't know how to respond to that. You made Silas go away.
It's temporary, I assure you. He'll be back soon.
Would you like some tea?
Oh, no thanks. I'll have some of Silas's gin on the way out. It's not as good as the stuff you can get elsewhere, but it will do.
I told him not to have any here in the booth, but he never listens.
Well, I didn't mean that stock in the booth. This is his less tasty ones. I meant the one he keeps at home. I am, after all, the traveler. You cannot keep me out.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, 3, 2, 1, and the chair is full again.
No chance of that, you self-righteous son of a bitch. This is my house, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you sit here and threaten any of us again.
And he's not there anymore. I think that, we should end everything there this evening. Stay home, stay safe, and keep an ear out for those echoes of hope.